Live from Sunnyside, California, you're watching the Mustang Tonight show with your hosts Angelo, Christian Cato, and special guest star Adrian Kiswani.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Mustang Tonight show. We are your hosts Angelo, and Christian Cato. We have a very special guest with us tonight, Adrian Kiswani. Adrian, how's it going?
Before we start, I'm just going to say I'm going to put on my ID because I think it's important that, keep
it's a school event now. You got to have your ID.
You got to have your ID just to get there. Stacked with Mr. Panu right there.
The one and only.
The one and only.
There we go.
I'm surprised I didn't even lose my ID yet.
I know. I was like, I don't know how much longer this can last, but I mean, hey. All right, so what are we going to talk about, guys? Walk me through this.
Right. Well, so Adrian, you're our very first guest, and
I think it's
a very special show lined up for all the viewers watching on
yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna keep it light and have a little friendly. See what's up.
We're gonna have a hot lasagna of a conversation, okay?
A little cup of tea.
Little cup of tea, you know? Big glass of water. I don't know. Get something, guys. Sit down. This is our new podcast, by the way.
Oh my gosh, we should just start a podcast.
We should just start a podcast.
That's it. The Mustang Tonight
one
podcast.
right here.
There you go, Mustang.
Our next idea.
From the looks of the background, man, I think Adrian's been working out.
Yeah, look at that. He's been working out since
Cool there, man.
Dang, is that what you've been doing since the shutdown?
Yeah, that's what's going on in the back. It was either this or cluster desk, and I was like, that looks more boss. So,
that looks more boss.
Yeah. So, or mango plants. So that's it.
You got mango plant. Wow.
It does. Yeah, actually, they're doing pretty well, right? So far, they're doing pretty well. They're right next to Adrian.
This is the real star of the show. It's not me. It's my mini mango plants right here.
Exactly.
This one's named Mr. Cambo.
The only planting I've ever done was in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, so what have you guys been doing to just pass the time? I know I'm the one being interviewed, but I feel like...
Oh, Adrian, we're the host. We're supposed to...
The turntables, you know?
No, I had this 160, you know?
Well,
360, I don't know.
We've just been planning the show pretty much and meeting with leadership, trying to get the kinks worked out for how this is our first one, so we're still
okay. Hey, you know what? I am happy to be the test subject if that's what it has to be.
Out here doing all the the research and work. I kind of been sitting.
Hey, you know what? Sitting, it's an important part of daily life. We all have to do it.
We're doing it right now.
This is right now. We're all sitting together. I got my, my Mario Kart Double Dash.
That's great.
I've always wanted to start reading again. As much as growing up with school and stuff, I hated reading.
Angelo.
One time I want to start reading.
You're reading the Percy Jackson series right now, right?
I've read it through before when I was in 8th grade, freshman year, and that was a long time ago, so I forgot a bunch. So I'm just gonna dish out the whole series.
Good. Adrian is from what he told me, he dishes out how many
one book
a day or something?
Yeah.
You read one book a day?
Yeah, it goes by quick. It's just a few hours at the time. Yeah.
On average, how many pages are the books?
Geez, I don't know, 200 pages maybe. It's not bad.
Gosh.
Pretty good.
That's
man.
so impressive.
I haven't finished a book since I was a sophomore.
Christian, wait, where were you in Mr. Chassis' class?
Oh, well, I mean, for personal enjoyment.
Oh, okay.
On the side, aside from school.
Right.
We read 1984 and all that stuff.
Oh, gosh, don't remind me. Hey, Christian, I lent you The Alchemist. Did you ever actually read that?
Yeah, that's the one I did read. I have it. You gave that book to me a long time ago. It's in my book.
Man, we're giving books away too.
Yeah, we hand them out. It's like a charity thing.
I mean, speaking of books, now we have a new library, but we can't, visit it. Yeah.
We have one. Yeah, a new one that just built a town hall as well, right?
Yeah, it's huge. It's so
Dude,
nice.
Chris and I went around biking there, and it's just this whole nice place, but just empty.
We can't even
go inside.
We should just get a bunch of freshmen on the Zoom call and see what happens.
Yeah, it's a class of 2020.
It's you guys remember that time when I think we're voting for homecoming? like
Oh,
a
yeah.
King or Queen, but then it was like everybody had edit access to it.
Yeah.
Remember that? I don't remember. Was it this year or was it last year?
No, that was not this year. That was like last
Probably,
year.
That was
like,
last year.
2
I
years
remember
back?
that. That was that.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was wonderful.
That was crazy.
Perfect chaos was in freshman year when someone stole the golf cart.
Oh, and it crashed into Nick's
That was
backpack.
amazing.
Oh.
Not advising that you do that, but that was an amazing memory for people.
It was an amazing memory. Horrible.
Like, you're not allowed back on campus, but for everyone who is still here, it was great. You know?
5th grade. Okay, you were here. That's still pretty. So from 5th grade all the way to senior year. That's a pretty long way. And we wanted to get to know kind of what was maybe not just essentially in your high school career, but even kind of if you want before that or so. What were some like maybe a favorite memory or a highlight or something that you won't forget about your time in Mountain?
Okay.
Mhm.
See,
So far.
these are the real questions we're asking here. Okay.
Of course.
I think one of the funniest memories, Christian, I think you're gonna hate me for saying this, but it was when we were on the track team.
Oh my gosh.
Angelo doesn't. Have you know that story, right, Angelo? Or do we?
You know, Angelo?
I don't know if I know the story, but I remember the OG
Alright,
freshman track
you need to
team.
tell him the story.
Yeah,
now. Everybody
okay.
wants to know.
So freshman year in track, we went to what? Christian, do you know what school it was? I forget the school.
Kimball, I think.
Kimball. Okay, we went to some school, Kimball or West, something like that. And it was almost about to be run. We were running the 400 relay, so there's got to be 4 guys. We're having to sprint one whole lap, hand the baton to the other guy. So we need all 4 guys there.
Yeah.
All of us decided to go use the restroom right before the event because our coach said that they had some delay.
Nice.
The other
Oh, I remember.
So they were like, you know what, you have time, So we were like, okay, let's like mentally prepare. Some of us just went to the restroom, just kind of talking to ourselves, okay, like you got this. Some of us actually went to use the restroom. I just remember. So was it Jamil? I think it was Jamil who
It
comes
was Jamil.
running.
You guys remember? I forgot his last
Running
name.
into the door of the restroom, of the boys' restroom. He just says, guys, we're up. He's just screaming at us. It's
Right
like, we
when we
want to
go
rush
in.
out, get into our track clothes, and our spikes and stuff, and rush out onto the track as everyone's just watching us trying to get out of the door. It was bad. That was probably one of the funniest memories of high school because it sucked so much.
Now we can look back on it.
Now we can look back on it loud.
Freshman year track.
You can pick one teacher that like they have to watch this, or you'd like
Yeah,
to
like forcefully.
force them. to
Oh,
watch.
like you
Which
have to
teacher
sit them
would you
down
like?
and just say you must. I'm biased because Mr. Panu, I just think it's just funny.
Did you show people the audience your lanyard?
Does Mr. Panu know your
yeah.
lanyard?
Right here.
Do you see that?
Correct.
Evidence.
Hey, you've been here since 5th grade, so do you have any advice you'd like to give to future Mustangs?
Right.
So people who are in Mountain House going to the high school.
Yeah, going into high school or, about to be seniors or anyone that's younger than us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
House. Yeah.
Oh, man. I think there's a lot of advice I could give off the top of my head, but probably one of the ones I've come to learn over time is to take advantage of any adversity,
Yeah.
Like whenever something bad happens that you might, most people would either shut down or react badly to it, sort of switch it to your advantage by learning as much as you can from it.
Yeah.
Because I've gone through enough in high school to the point where it's, I could consider many of my years just sad, hard years. But in the end, after all of that, after everything's said and done, you learn the most when you're going through it the worst,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'd say, as much as you learn in high school in the classroom, you're probably going to learn the most just through your life experiences throughout high school.
Yeah.
On the side of that. So
Good.
just don't shy away from any of your failures during high school because the majority of the time it'll usually work to your benefit by making you wiser or just more aware of your person. Because typically in high school, what will happen is people are pretty innocent during their childhood years. Then as they get to high school, they'll start putting up filters and sort of blocks ahead of them, just sort of give them this sort of persona. But what happens when you hit adversity is all that's broken down to where you're just your core self, like a broken core self. But that's a perfect opportunity for you to look at yourself and see who you are really, because we can deceive ourselves with our own persona sometimes, and then just build yourself from there. So I just say take advantage of adversity. Oh, I'm sorry if I went too far there.
Yeah, I should read more now.
You really should. You really should. But also, just life is the best teacher. You'll learn plenty, and like people are worried when they go into high school. Oh, I don't know that much. You'll learn.
You'll learn.
Worried, coming up next is a special performance from our very own Ashley Ferranda. Special performance. And if you actually, any seniors out there or anyone, to be honest, has a hidden talent they'd like to show off to our future 10 million views, I guess, then just, email either me or Christian Cato, and let's get you on.
Come on. We'd love to have you on sometime. Or if you'd like to be the voice intro for the show next time, take that too.
Just
if
try
you
and
have
get everyone to
anything,
get interviewed,
Yeah, so I guess take it away, Ashley.
How long ago when I saw you, babe? Brown-eyed grin and messy hair. Every girl at the party was looking at you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wonder what I'd say if I knew back then that the brown-eyed boy be my best friend and the one that I give my heart to. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now everything reminds me of you. Your picture's framed all over my room, and if I hate someone, you hate them too. As long as I'm your darling angel, don't need anything in the world, 'cause I feel like the luckiest every second I'm your girl. I wanna do everything with you. Take the highs, I'll take the lows. I'll keep you close, give you the most, oh baby. I like you so much it's kind of gross. Yeah, I like you so much it's kind of gross.
How do you guys feel about just everything, the way it happened? I mean, I know it's kind of a broad question, but how have you guys been reacting, I guess,
about
to everything?
the shutdown and everything?
Yeah, and just all the canceled events. I know, Christian, you and I were planning on going to a science camp to do that.
It definitely is weird. I don't think it's fully hit me yet that because the truth of it is it's not guaranteed we'll have a graduation, and it's some of the stuff that of course the things that we're looking forward to, like prom and stuff, things that were canceled. So I don't think any of that has really hit me yet, because I'm still talking to like my friends and talking to you guys, doing this and doing school. So if you look at it, I was looking at my calendar a few hours ago, and I was thinking really only have like 2 or 3 more weeks left.
Yeah.
I think it's 19 days.
2 weeks was our finals. So it's
I'm like wondering how's finals gonna play out. You know? So I don't think it's really settled with me yet. I think it will at some point. It'll be a little too late, but it'll hit me at some point. But yeah, I'm just really interested in seeing how everything's gonna play out, not only for school but afterwards, because I know a lot of places they're not gonna be the same after this, right? Small businesses. I know a lot of people that said they want to go to Disneyland. Now they're gonna start doing like checkups and stuff, and you have to like schedule rides. You can't just go wherever now. But yeah, it's interesting to see like how everything else, not just school wise, will play out after that. So I'm curious to seeing how it's gonna play out.
Yeah. I see that. What about you, Angelo?
I don't know. For me, it kind of came as a big shocker, like that everything just shut down. But at the end of the day, I kind of just, pulled up the ropes and just decided I got to just move on from this and continue on. Because I think for a good, like the first week, I wasn't really showing it to myself, but I know I was moping and kind of sad. Because as much as I would tell myself I didn't like school, I always missed the social aspect and getting to see everyone. Because it always changed up my day. But in the light of that, I decided then maybe this is my chance to go get to know more people and meet them. So I always made sure to call up some friends I haven't talked to in a while, or anything like that. I'm glad now with this show we can get to know more of our class.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're gonna get to plenty of people. I'm sure.
Exactly. And just like Christian Cato says, I'm just really curious to see what's gonna happen at the end. The whole world's gonna change. I know, even though if we find some way to end shelter in place, people are still probably gonna practice social distancing because the fear is still there. But I know for a fact though, the world, we're gonna recover out of this, and I like to see like the bright side of things is that, families got to get closer. We had more time. We kind of get to realize who's close to us and who our true loved ones are.
Yeah.
So there's as much as this is such a bad thing that happened, there's a lot of good things that come out of it. I'm excited for that.
Definitely. Well, hey, thank you guys for having me. Unless you guys want
thank you for coming.
Adrian, thank you, man. Thank you for willing to be on this. You're our first guest. Everyone, can we get a round of applause for Adrian?
This is where you insert the clapping noise,
Real. I'm actually gonna get people. It's not gonna be fake.
We're gonna have a bunch of people record clapping like claps.
Exactly.
No, Christian. Here's what you do. You clap once, and then you just copy and paste that.
I like it, so it's real, right? I can say it was a real clap.
Yeah, for anyone watching this video who's gonna be on this later down the line, or someone who's just watching or curious, I just want you to know that no matter what happens, we all have friends like this somewhere where we can do something like this. This has certainly brought some joy to my day, and I'm sure to you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, take advantage of, I was saying earlier, take advantage of bad situations. Take advantage of the time we got to, talk to friends like this and stuff like that. So if they reach out to you and they're like, hey, you want to get on the podcast, or I called it podcast, whatever the next
podcast,
Night show, today show, morning show.
Definitely do it just so you can, because you won't regret it.
Yeah.
Well said.
Awesome. Is there a certain way we should end this?
Well, that's all, folks.
That's it. Everybody, we'll see you. Adrian, thank you again so much for joining us tonight on the Mustang Tonight Show. Thank you, Mr. Panu, and our sponsors, Chick-fil-A, and all our Patreons.
Oh, and our special guest, Ashley Ferranda.
Ashley Ferranda. That was an amazing performance. Round of applause for Ashley Ferranda.
I don't know what else to say, man.
You guys get the gist of it.
You get the idea. You get the hot lasagna.
Thumbs up on 3. 1, 2.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time on Mustang Tonight Show. Love the Dragon.
I feel like I should get on my saxophone with this.
Yeah, on the piano,
Yeah, start jam.
All right.
Mustang,
I'll cut that out.